What's going on, people? Welcome to the live watch along. We are here for our second preseason game, and we'll be here for further preseason games as well. Just to let you know, if you do enjoy it, hit the like button, subscribe, and get involved in the chat. We'll be going through the lineup and, as always, going through everything that's happening throughout the game. I'm joined by Nick here. Nick, how's it going? It feels like it's been a while. It's been a while. I mean, we haven't gone to games together. We haven't done no watch-alongs. Even here, I'll be honest, the reason why we start late, apologies for that, is because we're a bit rusty when it comes to watch-alongs. We forget all the things you have to consider. So before actually, Nick, we get your thoughts on it, I just want to let everyone know, by the next watch-along, there'll be better graphics, there'll be lineups, there'll be everything for this one.
You mean the background won't be 3 seasons old?
Maybe. maybe we can have a change, exactly. Maybe you'll face that way. Maybe you'll go the other way, right? But yeah, we will have better graphics. So apologies for that in this one. But Nick, how you doing? And also, how's everyone in the chat doing?
Yeah, I'm really good. Started summer holidays. I'm just really excited for the football season to start, to be honest. Although I'm watching the Olympics football, it's not really doing it quite the same as
yeah, I mean, let's quickly go through the lineup, Nick. Let's actually go through the lineup, and then afterwards we can talk about, I mean, we're going to be here for a while, so we can talk about everything. Hopefully the game is exciting, but it is a strong lineup, so I'm expecting goals in this game. We've got Sam Johnson starting in goal, Nathaniel Klein at right wing-back, Richards, Anderson, Chadi Riyad at centre-back, so very strong there. Mitchell at left wing-back. We've got Will Hughes and Decore in midfield. Saki starts, Edward also starts, and Kamada as well. So, Nick, I mean, when you compare it to the Charlton game, this is a very strong lineup. In fact, am I a bit ambitious in terms of saying that this lineup could, easily start a Premier League game with injuries or, I mean, throughout the season? You might even see a lineup like this starting the Premier League. Are you surprised?
Yeah, not really. When you look at who we've got about anyway, or got out. I mean, we've got no Ezra, we've got no Mateta, we've got Henderson out, we've got Wharton, we've got Gay. So really, it's just going to be a warm up more than anything else. I don't think with those four players out, I don't think you can say this is anywhere near a starting lineup. What is pleasing is that Will Hughes, after his injury towards the end of last season, is good to go. Hopefully we'll see if it's like other friendlies. We're going to see lots of subs anyway, so it gives Ollie a good chance to see players get a run out, doesn't it?
Today, I don't know about you, but I have a feeling it's more than just a fitness with the lineup that we got out there. I think it's a very strong lineup. It's not like a mixture of youth and first team. Like, that team is very strong. And in terms of even on the bench, Jordan Ayew is there, which is good to see. Ume, which we spoke about in Palace News yesterday, being considered as a left wing-back option behind Mitchell, is on the bench. Ward, Holding, Kamada, Schlupp, Ebiwe. I mean, Ebiwe, maybe you can consider him as the youngster, even though he's not that young anymore. I mean, he's been part of the first team setup for a while. It just feels like this is, let's get the tactics as well as the fitness right, rather than let's give youth opportunities, because there isn't that many youth players. Of course, the under 21s, they're also having their own preseason, so of course there won't be like so many youth players. But I don't know, today the sense I'm getting, maybe it's a bit different from the Charlton game, is that it's business. Look, Rob Holding's not starting. Richards and Anderson's in defense. I mean, let's go quickly through the defense. Richards, Anderson, Riyad. The only player that's missing there for me, Nick, is Mark Gahey, because I would start with Richards and Anderson, and maybe you can make the argument Riyad can, he should be able to step in when needed as well. Nathaniel Klein at right wing back. And Mitchell would have to say further, because we know he'll start. Nathaniel Klein at right wing back. Let's land there. It's going to be interesting to see how he does today. But I've always had the thought that at right wing back, him and Wardy, I'm worried, because I don't know if they can offer as much in attack as Munoz can. Munoz is a very good player, of course, so the standards are high. But I feel like the system can struggle a bit. So in defense, that's the one player I'm looking at. Of course, Riyad is another. For you, out of all the names I mentioned, are you comfortable with that defense?
Yeah, I mean, the good thing that Ward and Kleiny have got is that they've got wise heads on their shoulders. I always remember when I used to play, the older players weren't as quick, but they were better passers and could read the game better. So perhaps the wise heads will help that. Did you say Richards was playing?
Yeah, Richards,
Yeah.
Anderson, and Riyadh are the three centre backs in the
Yeah.
system. So,
And
yeah,
we've had Richards play a wing back before as well, haven't we? Or right back under, or was it left back?
yeah.
It was left
Well,
back
what
Brentford a couple of years ago,
do
wasn't
you
it?
think that could happen? Do you think that could happen?
Who knows if it's that versatile?
I think that might be something to look out for. Midfield, Will Hughes, Cheikh Doucouré having a start, which is good. He came off the bench last game against Charlton, so that's good. I mean, before the game starts, because we're running out of time, Saki. I think that is the one that a lot of people will be watching closely because of all the links linking him to Southampton and also the other championship clubs and bids coming in. For you, Nick, it's just like the perfect opportunity for Saki to show to Glasner, look, I want to stay here. I'm going to prove myself against Crawley Town. I don't want to go out on loan. I don't want to be sold. I want to be that, option behind Kamada. It's just a perfect opportunity because after this, I mean, there's American tour, etc. But ideally, you'd want to make a decision whether you're sending them out on loan or selling them sooner rather than later.
You took the words right out of my mouth there, dear. I thought that it's his chance to shine. Who did we see go out on loan yesterday? Did we see somebody go out on loan yesterday?
Yeah, Ademirola went out on loan and Danny Imre. Ademirola to Stockport and Imre to Bromley. So they're both going out on loan. So it's kind of like shaping up now in terms of who's going out on loan, who's staying. Ozo's gone to Derby as well. That's been confirmed. So, I mean, with Saki, ideally, the club would probably want to make a decision sooner rather than later. But it does feel a bit complicated. Animal saying I'd rather Klein than Wardy at right wing back. Klein did well overlapping under Glasner last season. CD saying, could Schlupp be used as a wing back cover for Mitchell? He could, Nick, but I don't think anyone really wants to see that, right?
No, nobody really wants to see Schlupp, to be honest. But what can you do?
Rude. But Nick's got straight on to the point today. Playing no games, but yeah, Kamada as a 10, which is where I think he'll start. I know there were question marks in the last game saying he might be playing in midfield or when the season starts. I don't think that. I think he'll be starting as a number 10. I just feel like he filled in a role because, as said, there will be a few players out missing. So Kamada should be starting there. The players are actually out on the pitch now, getting ready for the game. I'll be honest, Nick. Yesterday, don't ask me why, but I was genuinely excited to watch this game. I was excited to watch Crystal Palace at the preseason break.
Was that during the Olympics opening ceremony? Because I would have been excited to watch slugs.
No, I didn't watch it. Apparently, it was a howler. Apparently, the Olympics apparently wasn't that great, exactly. But in terms of the Crawley lineup, they're showing it now on the screen. I don't know anyone. There's a trialist on their bench. All due respect, I do not know anyone there. But if you do, if there's anyone to look out for, then fair enough. I'm more looking at Palace rather than Crawley. And
Adeyemo,
what was that?
The name Adeyemo. Why do I know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There was Adeyemo. Yeah, that was the only maybe exciting player from Crawley Town. But yeah, in terms of the bench, I'd like to see also they're showing a bench as well now. Ume, if he comes on today, that would be good to see how he can exactly wear his hat right now in terms of playing as a wing back option. As always, people, if you do enjoy the stream, make sure to hit the like and subscribe. You can watch the game live on Palace TV as well. The game is about to kick off. In fact, Nick, let me know when the game actually kicks off so we can see if we're in sync or not. I think we should be in sync anyways. I mean, come on, Palace TV. Yeah. There's no way you don't make us in sync for the game. It's Edward that's about to kick the game off. Also, score predictions. Go on. With that lineup, Nick, how many goals are we scoring?
5-3. No, 5-2. Sorry.
5-2. 5-2. I'm going to go for a 2-0. A 2-0. The game has actually kicked off. Has it kicked off for you?
Yeah.
Okay, the game has kicked off now. Let's see what happens. Richards, so oh my days, we just give the ball away straight away. And Crawley on attack. What a start to the game. Talking about 5-2. So yeah, Richards had the ball there. But he's playing at centre back. Klein is playing right wing back as expected. Jez down the right hand side. So that means Kamada is playing as the left number 10. But nice press there from Edward. Did that go out for goal kick? Okay, yeah. Which goes out for goal kick. Exciting start. I mean, it's been 35 seconds in. It's both goalkeepers have, had to be on their toes, get ready. But Kamada down the left, Nick, and Raksaki down the right. Is that more to see how Raksaki can do in that right-hand side position? Because I think when the season starts, it'll be Eze down the left and Raksaki on the right.
Yeah, that's where I play him on FIFA with my super souped up Raksaki. So he does well on there. No, yeah, I mean, like we said, it's a chance for Glasner to have a little play, experiment, see how the players are doing. So nothing's going to be cast in stone, is it, as to who's playing where anyway? My thought was going back to the lineup. If anything happens to French Eddie during the game,
Kamada wins it. Edward has a shot.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
1-0 already. Eddie.
Yeah.
Eddie.
Great little assist from Kamada. It was a mistake from the goalkeeper, wasn't it? The goalie's played it out short. Yeah, for some reason the Crawley number 19 has just passed the ball out to Kamada, who's just lost it a little ball in.
Kamada with another assist. He got the assist for Raksaki in the last game as well, Nick. Another assist, but nice.
To be fair, it looked like he just played a ball into a general area rather than actually direct to Edouard. But Edouard, everything seemed to go in slow motion. He just took a turn and it wasn't the most powerful shot, was it? It was just well placed.
And he's got a lot to prove, though. It feels like anyway to us now because of the rumours that we might be potentially sending him. But what a finish. Looney said 5-1 for his prediction. I mean, he scored that first goal already. In terms of the game, you can watch it live on Palace TV. If you're enjoying the stream, people like, subscribe. If you give Eddie a chance, here we go. It's starting. If you give Eddie a chance, he's a good finisher, Nick. Oh, we win the ball again. That's not a foul. Go on, Eddie. Oh, Eddie to Raksaki. 2-0. 2-0. At this rate, it might be 90-0. A goal a minute by the time the game ends. What a play. Oh, my days. Lovely press. And again, try to play it out from the back again. And then the goalkeeper plays it to the midfielder. Who wins it? Decore wins it to Raksaki to Edouard. 1-2s. Fantastic finish. 2-0 up already. Eddie with a goal and assist. And Raksaki, another player that's on the watch today with a goal, Nick. I mean, are we going to see 90-0?
90-0.
It's like a goal, nearly like a goal a minute. So yeah, I mean, what a start. What a goal. The press again.
They've got the ball in our half now.
What was that?
They've got the ball in our half now. Oh, no, they've just passed it back to their own half.
But it's been a very strong start. A start you would expect with this team, though. Like, it's a very strong lineup. I mean, and attack, to be fair, we are missing Eze, for example. Lovely Klein. Lovely. Even Anderson there with the challenge. But yeah, Nick, 8-0. Someone did call 8-0. 2-0 goal. Yeah, the people did call 8-0, but I'll be honest, I thought that might be a bit crazy, but the way we've started the game, maybe 8-0 is a bit too low. 2-0 and it hasn't even been 5 minutes.
I think the biggest kind of proper game, not a friendly result, was a Scottish team called Bonaccord, who got beat. It was either 36-0 or 38-0. I think that's the biggest. I can't remember who they were playing, but I always remember Bonaccord.
It seems
and
like
who's our best win ever against? Who's our best win ever against, DR? Do you know?
Who?
Who's our best win ever against?
Oh, wasn't it that pre-season friendly?
No, I mean competitive game.
That is a very good shout. Our best. I remember the 9-0 losses and all of that. I don't remember the best win. That's a very good. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure we beat Barrow 8-1 or 8-0, but we're going back to the start of the last century, pretty much.
How do you even remember beating Barrow 13? Like, how do you even? Oh wait, Edouard, free on attack again. Go on, finish. we're on fire. We're talking about Barrow, but Jesus,
Yeah.
what a
I mean,
attack once again.
if we
Oh
keep
my
this
God,
up, it's going to put Remy Matthews on for a laugh.
You might as well put Remy Matthews up on as well. But once again, Palace in attack, Nick.
Yes, and a corner.
Different breed. And that's what I was talking about in terms of tactically. All jokes aside, like we are looking for them runs in behind. We're looking about how we press. Like these players should be tactically ready at this point. Fitness, of course, is a big part as well. But this lineup should be performing at these standards. There are some very good first team players there. Ball comes into the box from a corner. Goalkeeper clears it out. Saki gets it down the left-hand side. Go on, Jess. Check the Decore, switches it to Will Hughes. No width options there. Anderson's there, out on the right-hand side.
Yeah, I was going to say, look how far up the pitch he is.
Will Hughes. Just keeping the ball now. Keeping the ball from that corner. We'll take it. We can't sell Jess. It would be absolute madness. Says MTB Flats. I mean, yeah, in terms of the prices involved, I was along the thoughts of if it's 15, 20 nil, that's not a foul. Oh, just go and give it, ref. Go and give it. I mean, we're winning 2-0.
You notice though, other teams they bring really young players in. We don't tend to, but when we have, they seem to have done well. I mean, you think of Wan-Bissaka, and Mitchell was very young. Can Wharton be classed as young, 20 now? But I'm talking.
That's definitely he's £20 million signing. I mean, we're talking more about academy length. But I'll be honest, though. I'll be honest, just quickly. Edward is playing like he's got a point to prove. Like he is the run, the press, on the ball, off the ball. I know it's against Crawley Town, but he's not taking this game lightly, which is good to see. That's good. And also, Raksaki, why aren't we winning? Why aren't we winning? Your stream might be behind, but we're winning 2-0 in my world. So we are winning. And
I like Evan's point there. He said, you said Edward's trying, and he said, yes, he's actually sprinting. There you go.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. We don't really see it as much. Exactly. I was thinking about the 5-0 as well to Leicester. But saying that, I'd be surprised if that was our largest, biggest win ever. But look, Palace win the ball back again. Kamada's playing down the left-hand side. We do lose it. Crawley trying to create something in attack. Klein there, one-on-one defender. Will Hughes is there to back him up. Go on, get him. Oh, ball into the box. Cleared out from Palace. Crawley's first dangerous attack. Klein also clears it. Edward, is that Raksaki? I think that's right. No, that was Edward. Edward tries to control the ball, but he does lose it. Twist said, I'm up to speed now. I mean, you must be crazy behind. Because, I mean, we scored like within the first minute or two. I can't even remember. Yeah. Decore has been amazing so far. Love him being back. Yeah, Decore and Wharton next season. I think that is going to be incredible midfield. Crawley down the attack. On the right-hand side, Riyadh. Oh, whoa. Passes back to Sam Johnson.
Other than kicking the ball along his own goal line there, Riyadh defended very, very well there.
And I'll be honest, he impressed me massively against Charlton as well. You can look at it. You can make
Charlton game. What were the standout moments in Charlton? I didn't see the Charlton game. What were the standout moments in that? I thought it was a draw.
It wasn't a draw. Oh, yeah, it was a draw, yeah. Raksaki scored at the last minute, was about to lose. The standout moments, really, for me, I'll be honest, the player that impressed me the most was Chaddy. I thought he was fantastic. The way, even there, you saw that moment where he just puts his ball in front of the defender. He's very strong physically. He's got pace as well. And he looked very comfortable on the ball, just driving into midfield like we've seen with Anderson and Gahey do. So I'll be honest, he was my standout player. Let me know in the chat what you think about the Charlton game, your standout moment. But for me, that was it. He really stood out. And once again, it makes a very good challenge. I know you can look at opponents and you can make your statements like that. But overall, I think the fundamentals in his game, his strength, his speed, it looked decent. It looked very good, in fact. So let's see. Stuart saying, we are 2-0 up. Yes, we are. 2-0 2-0 up after goals from Edward and Saki within the first 5 minutes. Oh, ball over the top. Kamada, 1-on-1. Kamada goes past the goalie. We're 3-0 up. We're 3-0 up. Take that comment down and post 3-0 because we ain't 2-0 up. We are 3-0 up. What a ball from the defense. Hopefully that's not offside. Who was that? What a ball over the top to Kamada. Goes past the goalie and says, have that. What a finish.
Oh, I did not see you, mate.
3-0 Palace. This is, I'll be honest, this is funny. This is funny, but also very good. Funny and good. What a ball. Who was that from? Was that from Richards? That ball? Because I'm having to watch on my phone because it was very last minute. But Kamada with the goal. Saki, Kamada, and Edward all on the score sheet, people. And we are 3-0 up after 10 minutes. But what a ball over the top, Nick.
It was. It was. Are you saying you're watching the game on your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, man, you do need a decent computer so you can screen mirror and have it on the telly as well as...
No, I've got a nice telly, but just the screamer and it just wasn't working. And yeah, and I did, you know, in terms of setting everything up, it was a bit like, whoa, what do we do for watch along? I forgot. So next watch along, as I said, people, there'll be nice graphics, fingers crossed, and all the score and the time and everything. So we'll get that all sorted. For this one, pre-season is an excuse. We're still in pre-season mode as well for watch alongs anyways. For Palace News, we're here. But yeah, that was Chris Richards. What a ball from Chris Richards, Nick. And Kamada compose in front of goal. Yeah.
Completely relaxed.
We're control. I mean, oh, what a turn from Will Hughes. What a turn. The number 14 Crawley player tried to get the ball off him. He just said goodbye. And Mitchell down the left-hand side, ball into the box. Crawley clear it out. It's still around that area. We have won it before and we win it once again. Crawley playing a very dangerous game.
Well on the area to win the ball back there.
Yeah, Crawley playing a very dangerous game. Palace now control possession, and this is beautiful to watch, man. This is genuinely beautiful. I know it's against Crawley, but just everything. It just feels like we're just taking this game serious. Just tactically, movement, on and off the ball. Everyone knows their positions, and seeing Kamada on the score sheet as well. Anderson, ball down the right-hand side. Saki tries to control it, struggles. Unlucky, boys. Unlucky. With a diagonal as well. Diagonal down the right. Led to a goal. Anderson, a bit too much for Saki. And Nick, as Stuart said, I mean, he said 2-0 before. As soon as he said that, we scored another goal. 3-0 now in 10 minutes. Surely you didn't expect that.
No, I didn't, to be honest. And all the goals have been different as well.
Yeah, exactly.
The fact that Kamada's got one and assisted one.
Yeah.
As well.
I think didn't
he?
What was that?
Did Edward get the Saki assist?
Yeah.
So we've got two players on a goal and an assist already. And we're 13 minutes in.
Yeah. No, hold up. So the first goal, Kamada got assist for... Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, Kamada scored, assisted Edward. And I think Edward assisted Saki. So, yeah, two players on a goal and assist.
All we need now is Saki to assist somebody.
What was that?
All we need is Saki to get an assist. And the world will be zen, won't it? Because it'll be...
Exactly. Oh, hold up. Unlucky. Ball coming to Kamada. Nice running behind. But it was just a bit too much. And it goes to the goalie. And Crawley start again. From defense, Palace pressing them high, and geez, all the electric just came off. I think. I think I'm getting hacked by Crawley Town. They're not having this. They're trying to turn a watch along off. Don't know what happened with the electrics. That's never ever happened to me. But I think
you're already a youngster though.
4-0 or 3-1. Crawley scores a goal in my house. I don't know what's happened there, but I'm gonna try.
No, Crawley haven't scored. Looney's right there, isn't
he? Yeah, in my house, I don't know what's happened there. Looney saying Will Hughes is so underrated, especially under Glasner. His position is so intelligent, playing like a proper CM box. He's looked like a player and a half under Glasner, hasn't he? Like even, I mean, moved this preseason game apart. He's looked very solid in midfield, Nick. But then again, Wharton has to start really, in my opinion, over Will Hughes.
But that's what I said at the beginning, though. When you've got players who maybe aren't as quick as they used to be, like Hughes, he's able to use a wise head and know the little tricks and know all the shithousery to do and get away with. So that brings more than just the youth that we'd have in there.
Mm-hmm. And Jets has had an impressive start as well.
Yeah,
100%. So I mean, that situation is getting funnier by the day. It is getting funnier by the day from the bids. Decore wins the ball back, but poor.
yeah. But look how many.
Look how many players are there. They're like hungry sharks, just attacking for the ball. We'll also be back
Three
here.
Players
what was that?
3 players on everybody then in their third.
And for the first 2 goals, Nick, it was from the press. It was from the press. Yeah. That's how we actually ended up scoring the goal anyway. So, you know, I mean, the press has been very good today. But also, as Palace TV showed there, we will also be back live for the American preseason games. I don't know if Nick wants to do it, but I'll be here 1 a.m., 12 a.m.
I might pay.
12 a.m., 1 a.m. watching Palace play against West Ham, Wolves. So keep your eyes peeled for
Am I allowed to do watch-alongs in my dressing gown?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. There's no rules on the channel. It's well, end of the day, we're Palace fans, and Palace fans will be watching the game in a dressing gown. Some people will be watching on their bed. I mean, do whatever you feel. Oh, love
Can you remember all the fuss we had trying to watch the games in the last American tour? Dodgy stream. In the end, I think when Palace last went over to the States for a pre-season, I think most of Twitter ended up watching a live stream through somebody else's Twitter because they were
yeah.
You remember? It's the only way we could watch
it. Twist is saying prefer a mankini. If you want to do that, Nick, feel free. I won't be doing that. I'll tell you that.
I'll give me OnlyFans details out at the ND.
Well, I don't know if you would want to do that. Hopefully you don't have one. Is Kamada our first Japanese player? That's a question. That's like a perfect question for Nick. He's like a trivia guy. Is he?
As far as I know, we've had South Koreans, we've had Chinese from that side of the world. But I don't know whether Kamada is our first Japanese. I think so.
Ball into the box. Crawley. Try head it. Sam Johnson, what a save. But it is offside. What a save. There was a free kick into the box. Nice ball. In fact, header. Sam Johnson goes low. Reacts. I think it deflects in the last second. But it was offside anyways. And that was... I think it was offside. Yeah, it was offside. But that was half dangerous moment. But Sam Johnson finally having to do something of significance after 18 minutes. Yeah, 18 going into 19 minutes right now. So yeah. I mean, sorry to cut you off, Nick, but yeah, you spoke about Chinese, South Korean from that side of the world, but you don't think we've had any other? Yeah, we haven't.
Yeah,
how's that far, ref? But yeah, I mean, and trust me, he's not player for player's sake. He's looked very good today so far. Adam saying, watch Kamada. Are you getting more excited? I feel like people are sleeping on Kamada. I'm not getting more excited. I won't say I'm getting more excited because my expectations for him are pretty high in the first place. I feel like because it was a free signing and also it was signed pretty early on in the window, the excitement levels maybe between us have kind of gone down. I mean, if you spent money, press again. Crawley trying to play out from the back. Palace pressing. Let's see if we can win the ball back. That's Klein. Down the right-hand side, pressing, not letting him get out. Crawley still keeping the ball and the team as well. Everyone, the whole team's up the pitch. Crawley done a very good job, to be fair, trying to beat the press. The goalie clears it down the right-hand side. Palace still hunting. Hunting is the word. That's what they are doing. They are hunting, but Crawley, credit to them. Finally, they beat our press, and that was a very good job from them. But yeah, in terms of my excitement for Kamada, maybe it goes up a bit, but I'm really very excited about Kamada. I think he's going to be a fantastic player for us. I mean, this is a player that's played under Glasner before. This is a player that's got vast experience in Europe. He's played in European competitions. He scored against Premier League teams. I mean, when he first joined us, the excitement was there. But Nick, Kamada in the first 20 minutes looked solid down that left-hand side.
Yeah, he's been good. I'm just noticing now that French Eddie's dropping a bit deep to get the ball, coming back, a la Kane, and then jogging back up the pitch again. We're just keeping possession, really.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a nice little
Lovely.
shimmy from Kamada past the Crawley 33. Yeah, we're just playing keep ball at the moment.
Exactly.
It's
keeping possession.
I haven't got the volume on, but I don't know if there'll be a laze in the crowd in the 20th minute. But
yeah, there's a comment here from Nooney saying, "Hold up, let's see what happens. Our Pirates lose the ball. Ball comes into Edward. Crawley player just takes it off him." Saying Klein out right wing back so bad non-existent. I hope this sends a message to the board to get back up for Munoz. One injury there and the system collapses. He hasn't offered much going in attack. He's been pressing. But then again, Nick, do you think that's a fair comment? Hold up, wait there. Racksaki wins the Will Hughes. Will Hughes to Eddie finish. And he's offside. Oh, don't do this. Don't do this. We'll go back to that comment, Looney. What was that? So, how's he offside? Racksaki wins the ball.
He's standing in front of all the Crawley players. That's how he's offside.
Come on.
He was well offside. Now, for somebody to be that offside isn't very good.
Yeah, but then again, he scored a goal and he's been pretty solid so far to the start of the game. But we've had problems with him being offside before. But
talking about Klein,
let's go back to his comment.
Looney said about Klein. What I have noticed is that Anderson has been up the pitch more than Klein. That said, there's Klein on the halfway line now, but I've noticed Anderson being in more of a forward position than Klein.
My point is, I've said it on Palace News as well. I don't want us to go down the same rabbit hole of neglecting when we're improving depth this season. I don't think we have to improve that many starting positions. When we're improving depth, I don't want us to think, oh, right wing back, that's fine. We got Klein and Wood who can play there as well, especially in Glasnow's system. And that goes for left wing back as well, because those positions are vital. Hopefully nothing happens to Munoz or Mitchell, but also being prepared it gives me that comfort. You know, there's going to be cup games. There's going to be maybe fatigue. It's a long season. If we want to push in different tournaments, we do need capable options there. And for me, there is a natural drop-off when it comes to Klein. Not just Klein, but Wardy as well, down the right-hand side and down the left-hand side as well. I mean, we'll see what Ume does, but fingers crossed, I think down the left-hand side, Ume and Archie Brown being linked as well. So hopefully, you know, we are targeting that position so it doesn't worry me as much. But down the right-hand side, Klein and Wardy worry me. Maybe Ismaila Sarr could potentially play there. Some people disagree. Some people saying he could. But for me, something needs to be done there. Something does need to be done there because he just doesn't offer as much in an attack. And as Looney says, I believe that the system will, you know, struggle against a Premier League side if we don't have that width down the right-hand side. So yeah. France are French. What was that?
It's a bit difficult with the transfer gubbins though, because we got Kamada in very early and Riyadh in very early. It almost seems like we haven't done anything, but we have.
Yeah.
No. We make the window closing 1 month. It closes 1 month into the season starting, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it does. Not 1 month, but probably about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks maybe. But yes, Nick, but the problem with that is with signings, you'd like them playing in pre-season training with Glasgow under pre-season rather than coming a week before Brentford. That's what you prefer. So they better understand between a manager and a player. I think Sarr is very good timing in time for the American tour. But yeah, I mean, look, we don't have that many positions we need to improve on technically. For me, that number 10, apparently, we said it on Palace News yesterday, the club don't see Sarr as an Elise replacement. So maybe we do target another number 10. A left wing back, Ume, he may be the player there, or Archie Brown. And another right wing back. Of course, if we sell Edward, we'll need another striker as well. But like we don't need that many players, and we should have money to spend as well. So let's just make sure we strengthen the position that we need, so we're comfortable going into the season. And that right
Do
wing back
you
spot.
remember, dear, talking about money, shortly before the end of the season, Palace got a loan that we thought would be for bringing in players. Now, would that have been used to get Kamada and Chadley in?
I don't think it's to use on transfers. I don't think that was the case. I think it's something to do with the stadium, but yeah, I don't know exactly what that loan. I don't think it was to do with players though. That loan, because I remember there was a report suggesting that that money is not exclusively for transfers. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, money's not a problem for us right now. We don't even spend that much money in the first place. So, and we just sold Elise, so money's not an issue. Oh, go on, Saki down the right hand side, space for him. Go on, Jess. 1-on-1 with the defender. Cuts in, shoots. Oh, lovely! He is not going out alone. I am not. No. I'm standing in front of the training ground like them oil protesters, and I'm holding my hands. Whoever wants to link me, he's not leaving. He's not leaving the training ground to go out on loan. I am literally not letting Saki go out alone. What a finish. What a finish. He is ready. He is ready. He is ready. Saki is ready. I refuse to believe Saki is not ready for the Premier League. He is ready. What a finish, Nick. Oh,
yeah.
Again, it was. Oh, what else do you want to see? What else do you want to see, Palace, from Saki?
Well, I was half expecting him to cut in on when he was at the edge of the box. I sort of wanted him to just cut in a little bit and do an Elise-esque shot, but instead he just sort of balletically went round a couple of players in the Crawley box towards the right side of the goal, and he got just inside the 6-yard area to the right of the goal and calmly slotted it at a narrow angle. They're having a drinks break now, Dee.
It is 4-0 after 27 minutes, and Saki with 2 goals. Time to sell Jez, not good enough, says Twisted. I mean, Jez is staying. Jez is going to be now the topic. Look, when Vieira first came in the club, I remember going to that Chelsea game. I think you was there, Nick. I think we went together to the Chelsea game. Vieira's first game. It was away from home, or maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Was he at that game? Chelsea away in Vieira's first Premier League game, where Saki came off the bench. Even then, I was thinking Saki should be a squad player for us. He might not be starting head of Elise, but should be a squad player for us. And of course, he's had injuries, and he has maybe some managers haven't preferred him. But I've always we've seen it with his academy days. He's gone out on loan already as well. And again, he's proven himself. And maybe this is why Southampton won him, because there is a player there. There's a player in him. And when we did so, Elise, when we're talking about pathway to academy players, I know some people are talking about his development, but to me, I feel like he is ready to come off the bench and contribute. But you, Nick, do you think he needs another loan move? Because I don't know. I guess, look, of course, it's against Crawley Town, but he's just scored last game, scored this game. Well, the game just looks on point.
The way I've seen him there, he's ahead of Ayew, just on this performance. I know it's only Crawley, but
yeah, that's not a bad shout at all. Because, I mean, he's scoring goals, I think, with Ayew's production levels. But Nick, like, surely, this is just getting a bit funny now. Us wanting to send him out on loan. Surely, maybe Glasman's thinking, do I want to send him out on loan? I mean, if we don't, we do save money there as well in terms of getting that Elise replacement and keeping Saki down the right. I would be happy personally with Kamada and Saki as the 2 right number 10 options. Let me know in the chat if you would be happy with that. I would be happy with that, but it just depends on what the club wants.
Okay.
I want him to get opportunity. Just want him to get opportunity. Twist is saying, do Palace see Jess as a starter or a money note? Surely we must see him as a player who can contribute to us in the Premier League, right? If there's a money note, then we would sell him to Southampton. I guess we find out this window, Nick.
Yeah, I'd have said pound note myself there, but there you go, each to their own.
Yeah, you could say that as well, but it's still a money note. But yeah, you could say it as a pound note. But he might not be sold in pounds. He might be going for euros. So you never know. You never know. Depending on interest. I'm covering all aspects. I'm covering all aspects. Aluni saying Jez looked just as good against Premier League opposition when he came on in the past. He was running rings around defenders, and that's the thing. He has come on. He has come on in the past, and he has looked solid. Like, I don't know. I don't know what else to say about Saki at this point. I feel like he's been proven.
Just talking about Saki, I've seen stuff on Twitter about Southampton and whatever. Do we actually know if we've formally been approached? Do we know what we've said if we had been formally approached? And are people still bearing in mind when Steve Parrish said that 98% of what you read in the press is made up bullshit?
I mean, what's the point of a lie about Southampton? You explain why that would be a lie.
Well, we're all chatting about it, aren't we?
No, but they don't care about us chatting about it. It's not about us chatting about it. I mean, why Southampton then? Why an improved bid? You can put a link out there, and then that link can easily be shut down. But why from £7 million to £12 million, for example? So for me, of course,
go on, Eddie.
Eddie, go on, finish. Oh my days! Come on, man.
Did the keeper save that? Oh, he was offside.
Hopefully he's offside, because that was a poor finish.
That wasn't offside.
Oh, come on, just slot it somewhere. But Nick, I'll be honest, I don't agree with that about the Southampton links, because I mean, there's no point of the lies. That you can say that about every player. I mean, Chad Riyad, who was linked with us, that happened. That happened. Some players don't.
If they're up in the offer, we've obviously told them no. Unless we've told them, well, maybe if you come in with a bit more, we might.
Well, that's why that's why the report was improved bid, and then that's what it was. So for you, in terms of Saki's future, is there any price that you'd like to sell him for? Let's say Southampton came and offered a £20 million bid right now. Would you take that? I haven't had that much Premier League experience, but we've seen his potential already in games coming off the bench.
20 million quid and 60% of sell on.
60%. Okay, you're not being realistic. No one's going to do that. Tiny skips past the defender and then loses the ball to the Crawley number 18, and Crawley just have built possession.
I still think we're talking about the chat in here. The stuff in the chat is about Eddie being a bit crap with that miss. I think the goalie got a touch on it. We've got Mateta. We've got Eddie. What other striking options have we got? We need another striking option. I think that's our most important position now.
That it is.
What are our striker options?
For me, I'll be honest. When we approached the end of last season and Eddie wasn't getting that many minutes, or when he came on, he wasn't impressing. It was kind of like, it's not really a great look. It wasn't a great look in terms of, his future and seeing how Glasner rates him. And he's also been rumored to leave the club as well. Let's see what happens with him. But I think the ideal scenario, there's been a few strikers that's been linked with Palace. Will Hughes has been very good in possession, by the way. I do have to say that, people. He has been very good in possession. And saying that, Nathaniel Klein boots the ball up and loses the ball. Crawley just passed it back to the goalie. Yeah, I think that is a position that, if there are actual players that we could potentially bring in and there are names out there that Glasner likes, I think selling Edouard wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. And that is coming from someone who rated him highly before. But right now, I mean, he scored a goal today, by the way. He hasn't been bad.
I know.
If he just suits Glasner's system, I just don't know. It's just that question mark just lingers over. And also, we do need a backup option to Mateta that is a serious backup. And I've said this about other positions before.
The way they're set up now, you've got Eddie on the right and Jez in the middle.
What a challenge. What a challenge from Decore. What a challenge. Wins the ball back. Richards in defense, plays it forward and loses the ball. Crawley recycle possession. Sorry, Nick, what was you saying?
Yeah, the way it was looking just when we were going to put the ball forward, Eddie had moved over to the right and Raksaki was in the middle.
But I don't know. Maybe you can play down the right. But to be fair, when the problem I have with the left and the right hand side, the position right behind the strikers, the number 10s, I want a bit of creative flair. And that's why it worked fantastically with Eze and Elisa, and that is why with Sarr, I do have that big question mark because I do think he has a pace, but I'm just wondering against teams that might sit back and you're trying to find spacing behind, could he be the guy? But let's see. I mean, he could easily be the guy. I'm not saying I'm writing him off or anything like that as that option, and he's also versatile that can play in different positions.
Well,
but
for 12 million euros, we paid for him by going up the league a few spaces in the last few games. So it's almost like this is
just my point.
This is a bonus for winning them games. You can buy a player for 12 million who, we can take.
I don't have a problem with the Sarr signing. I think he's going to be an IE replacement. But my point is with Edward playing down that right-hand side, let's say Kamada comes, talk about Kamada, wins the ball back, nice interception, Palace on attack again, option on the right, gives it to is that Raksaki?
He's offside again. That was Edward offside again.
Is that Edward?
3 times now.
No,
that was Raksaki. Sorry,
Raksaki. Nice interception from Kamada. Yeah, but my problem with Edward down that right hand side behind the striker is I want a bit of creative flair, and I don't think he has that. With Edward, I think best case scenario is probably to sell him, but let's see if Glasner can get something out of him. Henry saying, to be fair, I feel like Jess can compete, but alone would not harm him. Either way, I think he'll do well. Juve Eagle saying, we need a cover for right and left backs and therefore a striker as well. Looney saying something about Rich's composure is off at the moment. I hope this doesn't carry on to the season. He wasn't like this last season. He just come back from his holiday. I don't think he's had a bad game as well. Maybe on the ball, you might be talking about his composure here again. He loses the ball, kicks it out. He's not having a great game in possession, but I think he's fine. Rich, I'm not worried about him. Might be a blessing that we don't sign any young right wingers. Just feel like if that happens, Jess is gone. And we actually spoke about this, not yesterday. I think it was the day before on Palace News with Patrick and T saying, the reason why we might be wanting to send Jez out on loan is, and not sign another number 10 is, give him that development space, bring him back and use him as that creative option down the right-hand side, Nick. But for me, I don't know why you really have to send him out on loan because I feel like he can already do that role now. If he's not going to be a starter, if he's going to be playing behind Kamada, I think he's got the ability and it's best for him to train with the first team and Glasner. But let's see. I think
I've just seen Raksaki.
Strong on the ball. Fantastic day. Go on, Kleiny.
It's Kleiny forward, who's lost the ball. But just before that move, Raksaki dropped back halfway into his own half and kind of took the ball off of 3 Crawley players who had it between them. Calmly passed it back, made a run forward, and then got the ball back. So he's showing that he's good at winning the ball as well.
And also, this is a fair point from Henry as well to keep things balanced with Edward. 26 goals from our strikers last season, got to be the highest output in Premier League era. Of course, that wasn't all Edward. Say what you want about Edward, he scores goals more than good enough understudy. He does score goals, but maybe are we expecting a bit too much from Edward, Nick? Maybe, the creative outlet. He scored 6 goals in the Premier League last season. That's not bad. Like, he can go to another Premier League club and clubs will take that.
What is frustrating about him is he does good things, but he seems to disappear and not be running when he should be running at times. Whether this will improve under Glasner, because everybody's running a lot more, I don't know. But he did seem to drift in and out of the game. Now we can talk about players not really being in games but getting crucial goals. I mean, other than, and you might find this a bit controversial, but other than scoring brilliant goals, Darren Ambrose, that was it. That's all he did. He wasn't a ball winner, but we didn't mind that because he'd pop up in the right place to put the ball away. Eddie's not doing that even as much as Ambrose was.
But I think when you look at the examples that you're giving, I think also the context matters. The level that we were playing at the time, and also the position.
Yeah, true.
The position. Ambrose was in a striker, so But yeah, I think with Eddie, maybe we're just expecting a bit more out of his game. It's weird because he has scored goals, but then for the majority of the game, he can also be a problem when we have possession. Oh, what a lovely skip.
Lovely.
Who was that? Kamada?
Gliding pass. What a ball as well.
Oh, go on, Edward. Edward, prove us wrong. Nice ball to Kleiny. Kleiny.
Oh, Kleiny nearly scored.
Oh,
That was the most Klein shot ever. Was that a shot or a cross?
Oh, that was, I don't even know. That looked like a cross. But what? I think that was Kamada, wasn't it? Down the left-hand side. That
Kamada shimmied past the Crawley right back. Played a wonderful ball into Eddie.
He's going to shock the league. I really rate Kamada. He's going to be good. He's going to be good. And he's been very influential in this game as well, having his impact. Tyree been working on link-ups, says Evan. Edward has a laziness about him attitude-wise. I mean, today's been putting in the effort. We win the ball back again. Kleiny, nice. Trying to keep possession now. Crawley still... Okay, we win it. Officially, Saki down the right. Check the core, skip past the player. Nice ball. Kamada, shot, blocked. Yeah. Crawley, clear it out. Crawley, clear it out. Palace still in possession. Will Hughes in midfield. Trying to slow things down now. It was a bit hectic for the last 30 seconds or not. But
I love the way Riyad there just held the player, and then just held his hands in the air. No, I didn't do anything. Got away with it.
That's like the best when someone literally fouls a player and it's like, no, I didn't do anything.
Yeah,
like the best. But Riyad, I've liked what I saw from him so far in pre-season. I know it's only 2 games. Let's see how he does against West Ham Wolves. Decore forward pass to Edward. Edward tries to let it to Raksaki. We still managed to win the ball back, starting in defense again. Joachim Anderson is getting pressed when the ball goes back to Sam Johnston, and we're starting off again as well. Down the left-hand side. Nice turn. Is that foul, ref? No?
That was a foul.
Exactly. That looked like a foul. That looked like a foul. But yeah, now Crawley Town are just keeping the ball, trying to slow it down. It's gone a bit more quiet from the hectic start, but I think that is expected. Otherwise, if it was continuing at the level it was going to see 10-0 in the first half minimum. So it's a bit normal. Things have stabilized now in the game. It's looking more like a football match. But then again, Nick, we're still creating chances. I mean, Edward, offside goal. Raksaki was just offside there as well with a perfect moment a few minutes ago. Will Hughes everywhere once again, winning the ball back, giving it to Sam Johnston. But yeah, in attack, without Eze and Mateta, the combinations anyways and the press more than anything. Let's not get wildly... who's down injured? Someone is down injured and it looks like Decore. It looks like Decore.
Is he holding his thigh now or his foot?
What was that?
I didn't know if he was holding his thigh or his foot.
Let's see.
Yeah, or groin, is it? No, I can't see that. The training's away now.
Not now. Not like this, please. Not like this. Hopefully Decore is fine. But he is down injured. Of course, he's come back from a very long injury recently. So hopefully...
Picture to have a chat with him. He's hunched over chatting with him. I think they're just going to bring him off as a precaution. Yeah, glad that.
I mean, we're 4-0 up preseason. Oh, he looks fine. He looks fine. He's walking it off as well. But with and it's hot out there as well. It is hot out there. And with Decore, just about building his match fitness. So he's walking fine. I think he'll be staying on. Unless it's something serious, then of course take him off. It's preseason friendly. But
any other ref would have booked Glasner then for walking onto the field of play.
What do you mean?
Well, no, Glasner just walked onto the pitch to the injured player in the penalty area and had a chat with him.
Was that Glasner?
Yeah.
I didn't realize. I thought that was someone else next to the video. I thought that was someone else. That is funny. He was not playing any games. He was there thinking, no, I'm not playing any games. Let me go there myself and infect it.
They haven't announced Oh, they've blown up. The stoppage time for the first half was 9 seconds.
9 seconds.
Yeah.
What a half, though. What a half. Let us know in the chat what you think of that first half. Palace 4, Crawley 0. Goals, assists, and 1 injury scare. Nick, I mean, what a half. What a half of football. And I say that as well because it's not just the goals. It's just the football that we played. Both in defence and in attack. Crawley haven't created that many chances.
Yeah, 2 goals in the first couple of minutes. It's not being played at a frantic pace, is it? But we do look good linking up. As people have said in the chat, Klein maybe could improve a little bit. I'm expecting to see a few changes in the second half. The big positives, Kamada, the way is just... I keep wanting to say glid, but that's not a word, is it, glid? Glided.
I don't think it is.
In the chat, is glid a word?
They're showing the goals again. They're showing the goals again. Yeah. Edward won. Kamada wins the ball back. Second one, a press as well, winning the ball back high up the pitch. Third one, well, that was not the third one. That was Edward's shot being saved. But I mean, the first 2 goals, and the third one was all over the top for Kamada. Especially the first 2 goals, Nick. It was the press, and the press. Not even. I mean, there's been times where we won the ball back and we in fact scored a goal, and it was offside. The one that they're showing on the screen right now from Edward. The press has been fantastic. I think that's been the biggest highlight from this game. I think the players look, I mean, put into the heat. It's very hot out there as well right now. They've looked fantastic. They've not looked off the pace at all. And Saki, I mean, that first half, there's a lot. There's the press to talk about. There's Saki to talk about. Of course, there's going to be a live match reaction as well, people, after this. So make sure to check that out. We'll be having AJT and Patrick on for that. So it'll be different kinds of opinions. But Nick, I mean, that first half was fantastic for different reasons.
It was. They never really looked like scoring Crawley either, did they? Saki just... I know. Are they League 1 or League 2, Crawley? I can't remember now.
I'll find out for you, or the chat can let us know.
So yeah, they're not the best.
In the same league as Charlton, which makes them in League 1.
League 1, okay.
Yeah. League 1.
How do you think the Crawley manager will feel about how his team have played?
Of course, he'll be upset. Naturally. I mean, the goals that they've conceded have been from mistakes, but then again, you are facing a Premier League side with players out there that you would expect to contribute massively for next season. So context matters for them as well. This is a very good test for them to understand the levels between the Premier League and League 1 football. But
sorry, if anybody's actually got the stream on still, because they're doing half-time content, because I haven't got the commentary on. The guy on before this one that's on now, the tie he had on, I've not seen anybody wear a tie like that since my granddad in 1976. So he just shows that fashion goes in circles.
Granddad since what? 19 what? 66.
1976.
1976.
Yeah,
I didn't see the tie. I'll be honest. I was looking at chats, figuring out where Crawley play.
Anyway, Dave, I'm going to get myself a drink. Can you hold the fort for a minute while I?
Yeah. Of course. I'll hold the fort. I'll go through some of the comments. As always, send in the comments. Like, subscribe if you haven't already done so. We'll take Nick off the stream and bring him back when he is ready to join back. It's halftime, 4-0 Palace. Let's go through some of the comments. Henry saying absolutely disgraceful, only 4-0. Decore, absolutely quality. He is absolutely quality. I mean, we've known this before. Maybe there was some question marks about how long would it take him to go up to pace again after missing, large chunks of last season. So, them question marks are out of the window. For me, Decore looks ready, is ready. Interceptions, fantastic. On the ball, composed. Him and Adam Wharton, for me, are going to be fantastic next season. They are going to be absolutely great. Both of them. It's a great duo to have. So, yeah, they are in League 1 now. They have got promoted. Missing a Will, who's Screamer. And we're saying, did Eddie start under Glasner last season? I don't think he did. I remember him coming off the bench, but I don't remember Edouard actually starting a half of football. So I'm not. I started half of game. So I'm not too sure if he has started. Let us know in the chat. But for me, I don't think Edouard has started. Edouard's been solid though. He's been solid today. Can't really complain about him. But there are still question marks about. He's had a few offsides and this and that. I mean, he's heavily criticized, and there's a lot of eyes on him. I think naturally, based on what Mateta's done last season, and also he's been rumored to potentially leave the club. But for me, you can't really complain about Edouard's half. I mean, he scored a goal. He's looked decent in attack as well. And yeah, I mean, there isn't that much more you could do. When do you think we'll announce Sarr? I think we'll announce him next week. Hopefully, he'll be coming with us to the American tour. France is still injured. He was pictured actually training with the team. So I don't know if he's out injured. I don't know if there's still rehab going on for him, but fingers crossed he'll be back sooner rather than later. Hopefully be ready for the American tour. But we haven't actually heard much about France's injury. Well, new injury. There's been a few talks here and there, but yeah, I think he is still technically out injured. Frank saying Kamada looks a good buy. And he looked good last game as well. He's the one that assisted Saki. He's looked good this game. Yeah, Kamada is going to be a very good player for us. For me, when we did sign him, I did say that I personally see him making similar levels of impact that Lerma had for us last season. Don't look at this as a free transfer. Look at this as a player that we found for a very, very good deal. The fact that he's come to Palace for free is ridiculous because he has got the talent. He's got experience in both Europe. He has scored against English clubs as well. So, you know, he is a exceptional talent to have in the side. So, you know, with Kamada, I have no worries about him. I think he'll be starting down there. And it would have been fantastic. Just imagine people. That's why I was even more excited when we signed Kamada. Imagine having Elise and Kamada as your two number 10 options down the right. Imagine taking off Elise and putting on Kamada. That would have been unreal, like genuinely unreal. But Kamada is good enough to start Premier League games. We have seen it in these last few preseason games, and also if you look into Kamada as well, you'll be able to see that. So yeah, I mean, I have no problems with Kamada. It's just that player behind him really is who is it going to be after Kamada to come off the bench, because we do need that depth there. Maybe Sarr, maybe another option. Saki. I mean, Saki's been fantastic. Does it stay on for the second half? Another half to prove himself? I think I don't think there's much more he can do to his game. Even physically, he looks ready. He looks ready, scoring goals, contributing defense. I mean, he's not going to be a starter next year. I'd love him to come off the bench rather than spending that money elsewhere. Save that money, spend it on a depth option at right wing back, left wing back, and maybe up front, so Eddie, and give Saki the opportunity that maybe he deserves. What's the next excuse now? Jez is scoring goals. I don't know. I think the only excuse that you can't really escape from, as Nick is back, is that he might be scoring goals now, and he might be having the minutes now. It's just about his development. How many minutes is he going to get next season with Kamada? And Eze stays, fingers crossed he will stay. How many more minutes would he get? That's why I think Palace do want to send him out on loan, so he gets consistent week in, week out minutes for very good championship side. There are some very good championship sides that are targeting promotion being linked with Saki, and I think that's the thinking. But for me, it's more of, I don't think he needs that move. I feel like he's ready, and I feel like he will be coming off the bench in a lot of games next season because of the system that we play. I mean, look at that first half, Nick.
We've only got to go back the season before last and see how he tore up League One playing for Charlton.
Exactly.
I mean, how good was he? He was their player of the season, for goodness sake. Notice how I didn't say for fuck's sake then, because it's like before 9. Oh no, I've done that before 9. Oh no, I've just noticed somebody there coming on in the background. So yeah, I think we should, having seen him in the first half, having heard everybody's comments, I think we'd be bloody mad to get Saki out on loan. Hello, Mr. O'Connor. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Actually, I mean, you
I
can
didn't-
knock on the
No,
door before you enter.
I wanted to
You know?
jump in. I had to jump in real quick because
I'm joking.
when I was on the last Palace News, Nick, I said, and T will back me up, I said I'd be happy if we had Saar, kept Raksaki, and didn't buy another player. And this man to the top left said to me, "Oh no, we have to replace Olise." Go back and watch it from
No,
I think it was
no.
Wednesday.
That's not good.
Yeah. You
We're doing
said
okay. If
you
we're
would
doing this,
not
if
be
we're doing this,
happy with Saar and Raksaki. You said it. I
No,
would
no,
go
no.
and I would clip it.
No. My problem was never Raksaki.
The problem we've got here is you've got Patrick coming in for beef with D. It's quite funny, really. I'm going to unmute them now because we've all got control. We can do this, but I'll just let them carry on with the argument. Carry on, Patrick. Sorry about that.
No, let me land. I did not. It's never about Raksaki. The thing is,
Right.
receipts are here. We can even go back years. I mean, we've been doing this for a while about me and my opinion about Raksaki. I've never said, "Oh, Raksaki's the issue. We need to replace and get at least a replacement." My point was about Saar. Saar is not an Elise replacement. And what happened the next day?
Agree.
There's a report suggesting that Saar's not Elise replacement. So it's nothing about Raksaki. I was saying, in fact, I was the one that was actually promoting Raksaki. I was saying, why did we go get Saar potentially if we have Raksaki there who can play behind Kamada? I'd rather have Raksaki in that position to develop. That's my point. My point was never about signing another number 10 because Raksaki's not good enough. I haven't said that.
The reason is because he can play, he can play left side, right side. He can play up top too. That's the reason why he's versatile.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's obviously he's an eye replacement. He can replace eye.
So there's nothing about Raksaki there. I never said, "Oh, we have to bring another number 10 because Raksaki's not good enough."
No, you said that you wouldn't be happy if we didn't. You made. I mean, I would get when we do the post by teaser. We'll have discussion again. I'm just saying. Your tune changes a lot. It's okay. We're okay. You can change your opinion, bro. It's okay.
You can't change your opinion, though. I never changed my opinion about this situation. I said I would not be happy with Saar being the Elise replacement. If we're just bringing in Saar and it's Saar,
I agree.
We're not including Raksaki in the conversation because it seems like Raksaki is going out on loan. And I even made a point in a lot of Palace News episodes saying that why not give the pathway to Raksaki? Because, I mean, Elise is left. We do need a player down the right-hand side rather than Southampton, rather than him going Southampton or to Championship. He's been looking ready. The only thing is a manager hasn't had confidence in him and he hasn't had consistent minutes. But I think Raksaki can step up to the plate. So my issue has never been Raksaki. It's been with using Ismaila Saar as that second number 10 option. And for me, I don't think that would be the right move. But then again, the reports have basically said, that's not going to be the case. He's versatile. He's not at least a replacement. So there's no problems there. The question now is, what happens with Raksaki?
As I said, we should have, if we have Eze and France on one side and Kamada and Raksaki on the other side with Saar backing up Mateta, I'm good. No?
Yeah, Raksaki, yeah. I would want Raksaki to be playing down the right side behind Kamada. I think that should be the move. That should be the move. I think this is the perfect opportunity. We're looking at a player which we're looking to potentially replace, and we have someone there to actually step up. And we're not saying Raksaki should be a starter week in, week out, but for about 2 seasons now, I've had the feeling that Raksaki can contribute coming off the bench. So I think this is literally the perfect opportunity for him. And that is why, I mean, the Southampton rumors and this and that about championship, going to the championship. I mean, the championship rumors make a bit more sense. It does because of him going for a year. But then again, does he need a year? I don't know, because I feel like with the system, he'll be having a good amount of minutes coming off the bench anyways.
And Nick made a great point before, though. Who's to say the rumors they can?
Can I just change the subject very quickly? Something I've always wondered, and we can carry on talking about Raksaki, but at the moment on the screen they've got the sprinklers on. I've always wondered, the sprinklers go back down into the ground, don't they, when they're switched off?
Right.
Has any player ever injured themselves in that tiny divot that the sprinkler must create?
Yeah, that was worth interrupting me for. You're right. Yeah, that's a great question. I have no idea. It's a great question. Yeah. That's a great question. That's a great question. What do you think?
It's a great question. Hold on. Okay. What quantifies as a great question? Because when you look at the question, I mean,
whatever Nick says as a question is a great question.
No, but how can we answer that? How on earth do I answer your question of if as a player being injured because of the water systems on the pitch?
I mean, what is a sprinkler footprint on the pitch?
I-
Do they
I
kind of
mean,
shrink in?
how on earth does even one answer that? Like, what is? Maybe I don't know. Like, maybe someone must have, but God knows who.
All right,
knows
all right.
who.
I'm leaving now. Thanks. Have a nice day. Bye.
All right, see you after. See you after for the live match reaction. See you after. There's no way he just came on here trying to slander me. He didn't even knock on the
I
door.
know.
He just stormed in the room.
No, I wasn't. No, I'm
No,
not,
you
no.
can't
Don't
do this.
don't do that. I wasn't slandering. Don't do that. I did not slander you. Don't do that. I won't stay.
You tried-
Don't do that.
You tried
Don't
to
do
say
that.
that.
I was making
said,
a
I don't
point
want
that your
Ragsaki.
tune changed. It's okay. Don't say I said that's not true. I'm gonna, I'll get the receipts and we'll be back on that.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
have a
Get
nice
the
day.
receipts. Exactly. You get the
Oh.
receipts. You got 45 minutes for the receipts. So Patrick will be getting the receipts, and you'll be seeing the receipts hopefully in the live match reaction because I will be asking for them. If you want a refund, show me your receipt. And right now,
I'm going to change I'm going to change his name to Beef Patty because that's what he comes on for.
He came out of nowhere. I need to be on like self-defense mode on half of these streams. He just popped out. You popped out saying about Ragsaki. About a player.
Yeah, we'll get into your house. But it would be funny if he came out your wardrobe
Exactly.
behind you.
Stormed in the room and just like question me about Ragsaki. I need to be aware, man. I need to lock the doors. You never know. It's it is a bit scary right now. But Nick, let's go through some of the comments before we do start the second half. In fact, are there any changes? Let's look. Can you see any changes so far? Ragsaki's on the pitch. Kamada's on the pitch. I can see. Is there a change in midfield? Who's is there? Is the Corey off? Are there? Let's see on Twitter as well, and let us know in chat. I'm watching it on Google, but yeah,
Well,
Patrick is watching,
according
and we'll be getting Patrick's opinions alongside T and hopefully AJ after the game. If you are enjoying it, people, like button, please. Thank you. I think there's about 80 likes already. That's fantastic. So if you do want to see more of these watch alongs, which of course there'll be, fingers crossed, improved graphics if we can get all sorted before the next watch along, hit that like button and subscribe to not miss out on future Palace content because there's more after this watch along, especially today.
And
The second half has started.
We're already pressing. I'm looking at the Palace app, and according to that, there have been no changes. There's been no changes for either team, so that I don't know. So this has also got to be for 90 minutes match fitness, hasn't it? As well for some.
Yeah. I think so. Even when you look at the bench as well, it's not like a bench with a lot of youngsters that can come on. Ume, I think, would be my shout to see him play as.
Hang on, did I just see Ward then?
I don't know.
Number 2's on, yeah. Joel Ward's on.
And also Hamada looks like he's on. Is that Hamada? I think Hamada's on. I think it is Hamada. Let me know in the chat, by the way, people. Number 29. It should be a Hamada. And yeah, down the right-hand side.
Yeah, that is a Hamada.
Oh yeah, Joel Ward is on. Yeah, Joel Ward is playing centrally. So Chaddy's off, which is expected, I guess, because I mean he's played quite a few preseason. Oh, shot for Crawley. What a save from Sam Johnston. What a save. First dangerous attack in the second half. A minute into it. Nice challenge from Tyreek to win the ball back, and we got possession again. But Hamada's on, and also Joel Ward is on. Apart from that, I don't think there are any other changes for Palace so far, which is good to see because you have to build up that match fitness. And also, we've got the American Tour, Nick, coming up, which is going to be a very good test against Premier League sides over in stateside. And I'm pretty sure there's a few people from the channel who'll be going, even viewers who'll be going to the game. So that will be exciting to see. Yeah, look, the subs are confirmed. The core is off for Hamada, which I'm nothing against because, I mean, we have to be careful with the core, getting ready for the new season. And I'm expecting Joel Ward's graphic to be popped up with him coming on for Chaddy Riyadh.
And what's interesting is Hamada, you think of more of a forward player. So are we going to expect to see Hughes drop back a little bit this half to kind of fill in for where Decore was?
Potentially. Hamada, I mean, that's a very good question. Maybe the chat can get involved as well. Hamada, he's on the ball right now. I think he can do both forward and
Oh, what a ball from Hughes.
Nice
That's
down the
right
right hand
there.
side. I think that's Nathaniel Klein. Kleiny, go on, ball in the box. No,
And he's lost it.
he just loses it. Nice press. Crawley just force it out, and then Anderson wins the second ball.
Knocks
Crawley
it back in. There's nowhere, does it?
got possession. There's a question from Animal, which we'll answer because that is offside. Tyreek's in offside position as the ball comes over to him down the left hand side. What further outgoings do you expect to see before the end of the window? Very good question. Not incomes, outgoings. Nick.
Well, are we talking selling? Are we talking loaning?
Let's talk selling because loaning might be a bit hard. I guess we can talk about. Let's see what you say for selling, anyways, and then we'll talk about other outgoings. If you miss anyone, I'll ask you.
Well, Southampton are trying to get Raxak. We've already discussed that.
Let's move on to the Southampton thing. I mean, we want to send him out on loan to Championship clubs anyway, so it's not just Southampton. Yeah. So yeah, Raxaki, do you expect him to go then?
Not on today's performance. I don't think Glasner would want him to go. It depends. If he goes, you'd expect that there was somebody else waiting.
Oh, what a goal! Crawley Town. 4-1. What a
about 10 yards outside the area.
Yeah, 10 yards outside the area. They were passing it around the edge of the box. Ball goes down to the left-hand side. He cuts in, takes a shot, and it is a very good finish. It is 4-1 to Crawley. Game on, maybe. We're going to see anything, but I mean, that was a good finish. You can't really take anything away from that finish. But yeah, anyways, let's continue.
Say, what was my prediction at the start of the show?
4-1 or 5-1?
5-3. So we're still on course.
If it's 5-3, I don't know if I'll be happy with that. Especially
Rushy and Murphy scored in the 50th minute.
Okay. It was a nice
finish. Just for those just coming in, JRS put Palace up, or Edward put Palace up in the second minute. Raxaki put us 2-0 up in the third minute. Kamada improved on his assist by getting one himself, and then Raxaki got a second goal. Palace been pressing quite well. We've had a couple of shows.
That goal's kind of come out the blue. Would you say, Nick? How do you say?
Only their second shot, really, wasn't it? But it was a worldie. There was no way Johnson was getting to that. Talking of Johnson or Henderson, D? I know it's going to be the question that we talk about a lot. But who's going to start in the first game? Do you think?
First game. That's
in goal.
I mean, it should be Henderson, right?
Surely, yeah.
In fact, let me ask you a question, and this relates to Animal's question as well. Do you see Sam Johnson staying at the football club come end of the window? And I've said it all along. I'd be surprised. I would be. Oh, Anderson, perfect ball forward. Oh, lovely tackle from the Crawley defender. Lovely tackle. Otherwise, would have been on a one-on-one situation right there.
Yeah.
Do you see it happening?
More and more, you're having teams that have two keepers, though, don't you? Two good keepers. I know there was the issue with Arsenal. It was a goalie Rayner, was it? I can't remember Arsenal goalie last season that kind of had a drop of form. Johnson is really well loved here. But it's hard, isn't it? Would he go to another Prem team, do you think, Johnson? Someone like Forest?
I think so. I think Forest has been linked with him for a while, so it wouldn't surprise me if he was to go Forest. I'll be honest. That wouldn't be like a surprise to me. But yeah. I mean, the second half has been interesting, though, Nick. The way we've been starting the first 8 minutes or so. I think Crawley have kind of upped the game a bit more, which I guess we want to see. We want a bit more of a challenge, especially for the defense. The press has been good going forward, but yeah. So let's see what actually happens in further minutes. Let's see if Ume actually comes on as well. But yeah, the match is on Palace TV. That's how you can watch it. Kamada, how's Kamada doing? Kamada is doing fine. Very good player. Of course, Frankfurt, he was very good for you lot under Oliver Glasner. If you got anything to tell us, you feel free as well. I mean, we rate him highly from his days from Frankfurt with Glasner, and he's played at Lazio as well and a few other clubs. So yeah, Kamada's a fantastic player, but best of luck to you lot for the rest of the season. What is Ahmada's positioning? Another player whose natural position is becoming more and more vague, more like Schlupp. Oh, whoa, Crawley press. We're feeling the press now from Crawley. We try to play out from the back. Tyreek has it, tries to clear it forward. Edward getting wrestled. Referee saying, get up. I'll take that. I'll take that. I like the battle. You know, that's not a foul. Play on. And Crawley,
getting very scrappy, isn't it, D?
But that's what you want, Nick. You want Crawley to bring the game to Palace now. And we are getting uncomfortable. And I want us to get uncomfortable because that's what pre-season is for. You want to have these moments to figure out what's going wrong, what we can do right. Oh, ball over the top. Mitchell clears it. If he wasn't there, that could have been a very, very dangerous position for Crawley Town. I mean, that could have been a one-on-one. And they are pushing forward, Nick. Your prediction about 5-3. They could end up scoring another goal. It's getting a bit shaky.
Oh, that was a lovely ball.
Again, another attack from Crawley. Did they make any subs? They must have made subs, right?
I don't know. It's like watching a different team, isn't it?
Exactly, it is. It is. They must have. But just quickly on Hamada's positioning, do you think it is vague in terms of where he can play? I don't think so. I think it's like a 10 who can play midfield. It's kind of like Kamada in terms of what he can do. Like Kamada, we see it. He can play as like a number 10 today, but he can also go in midfield if needed. Hamada, I see it as a similar kind of player. For you, Nick?
Yeah, but it's all about what their best position is. We talk about Eza being out on the left or playing central or wherever. We know where his best position is. And so if they're being played out of position, like Eza was during the Euros, I mean, what was that all about? Left wing back. And then we're talking about Sarr being able to play. It's hard, isn't it? But to be a so-called utility player is useful. And you need those players that can slot into any position, but you want them in their best position. I mean, look at Cliff Richard. Don't look at Cliff Richard. Look at Chris Richard, who did a decent enough job in the centre of mid, but how much better he seemed to be when he dropped into that back three. And again, we've got Lerma. Did well sitting in the back of midfield, how well he slotted in defence. So, you know, it is useful. So I've just undone my own argument there, but yeah.
I just let you continue. I mean, I was just letting you continue. You've been going wild. You was asking yourself questions. You just have to hold it yourself. I was like,
yeah,
I'm watching the game. You can just debate with yourself about Hamada, about where he can play, can he play there, or wherever. Perfect. It was my job. But yeah, with Hamada, I mean, there were times. Let's quickly just mention this about Hamada. There were times last season when he did come on, Nick, that people didn't really rate his performances. They weren't up to the standards, and there were people questioning whether he's good enough for the Premier League. But it seemed like Glasner's, he rates him. There is something in him that Glasner sees because he didn't stop playing him. He still continued playing him. And for me, Nick, I think it's about him having consistent minutes, just like Saka, for example.
Exactly.
That confidence.
Exactly. You need that run of games. Now, in the week, I've been watching Sky Premier channel, and I just happened to turn on our home game against Everton from last season, which we lost 3-2 or 2-1. I can't remember. Eza scored a good goal. And
what I'll call you attack down the right side, ball into the box. No, is it a corner? Is it a goal kick? There's a corner.
Eddie was the first choice striker at that time. And Mateta came on, and I can remember thinking back, I think it was back in November, or maybe before then, how much we used to groan when Mateta came on. But then he did get that run of games. And look at him now. Interestingly, it's 4-1, Paola. Interestingly, he didn't see much comp Mateta in the Olympics the other day. Did you see them?
What, Mateta? Hold up, ball into the box from Crawley. Palace clear it out. It's another corner. Another corner. And Crawley are applying the pressure. We are feeling it. And all we're saying, they are getting cooked right now. I don't know about Palace, about Crawley, but Palace are kind of struggling. Second half has been more of a struggle than first half. But sorry, Nick, about your question about... we'll answer after this corner. Let's see what happens from it.
Yeah.
Crawley take a corner. Cross into the box, front post, and it is goal kick. It was not danger in Sam Johnston, and still remains 4-1 as we're approaching the 60 minutes mark of the game.
Hughes is having a good chat. Yeah, Hughes just having a good chat with Anderson there. Obviously wants something to change a little bit.
Yeah, because they are getting
their usual. No.
Oh my
days! That is the most ludicrous goal I've seen. Sam Johnson plays the ball to Anderson, who stands on it, falls over, and the Crawley player just nips in and scores. Look,
what
he puts
on
earth? The ball. 5-3. I told you. 5-3.
What has happened? It is 4-2 to Crawley. No, 4-2 to Palace. Crawley scored a goal, and that might be.
Is on a hat trick now.
That must be like one of the dumbest goals I've ever seen Palace concede, and we've conceded some dumb goals. That was.
Holding is coming on for
Anderson.
Anderson's last touch of the ball. Oh, there.
Oh my day, that's the last touch of the ball for the heart. Oh my day for the game. Wow.
So we've got Schlupp.
Wow, that was a mistake and a half.
Schlupp holding, Ayew and Ume coming on. And who's that coming on?
Ume is coming on. Is Mitchell staying on? I mean, was it level of Hennessy's penalty kick? That's the question we want in chat. I think that was worse than Hennessy's penalty kick. He just tried to kick the ball and he just tripped over in front of his goal. That is absolutely, that was literally just crazy. But yeah, game on, 4-2. Holding is coming off for Anderson. Patrick saying words I hope I never hear. But yeah, I think it's just the 60 minutes mark. So it's like half an hour run in and more than the mistake. I don't think Glasner subbed off Anderson after that mistake because it was a mistake, but it was a funny one. And the funny thing about it is the fact that you literally said Will Hughes was talking to Joachim Anderson about sorting things out. And what does he do? He literally gives away a goal like 30 seconds later and gets subbed off. But
that was almost as amusing as Benteke's goal against Brighton when they were all over us and we won 1-0 on the watch.
What a watching that was! That was! Oh my days! That was that was thing. It's a mistake, people. Don't get carried away with that answer. Please, let's not do this. It's a mistake. It's like we're acting like Anderson fell onto the ground on purpose to concede that goal. It happens. It's a mistake. It's just a funny one. And thankfully, it's happening pre-season rather than a league game. Because imagine that happening in a league game. That would have been, And afterwards, I was not smiling as I am right now. Let's just say that.
He's tried to roll his foot across the ball, hasn't he? And it's like his foot gave way. Palace ball free
into the box. Header, no better. Oh, cleared off the line. Cleared off the line by Crawley. And is that Nathaniel Klein that's back there? He just had to put the ball out for Crawley throw on. What a chance for Palace. Who was that? Who came on? Is that number 46? Is that Uma? I think it is. Nice header. It was going in. Cleared off the line. But yeah, it's only a pre-season game. Let's calm down. And that was a very good opportunity for Palace, Nick. After, I mean, second half, creating absolutely nothing. So who's come on? Let's just clarify that because that mistake happened right before the substitutes. We've got Ayu on the pitch. Uma's come on. Yeah.
Holding on to Anderson. Are you on for Kamada?
No, Kamada's still there.
Kamada's still on.
Ayu's on for Edward. Ayu's on for Edward, I think. And then
that's why we need to buy a striker.
So where's Uma playing? Where is he playing? Is he playing down the left or down the right? Where is he actually playing? I'm watching
like Kamada on the left.
We're on TV. What did he say?
It was looking like Kamada was on the left.
Yeah, exactly.
Schlupp sort of slotted into midfield.
Oh, Crawley pressing us. Palace still trying to play out from the back, and we lose the ball, and it goes out for a throw.
Yeah, holding the ball out for a throw.
Yeah, he's on the right wing. He's on the right wing. Okay, fair enough. Interesting, because when you're looking at the talks that we had yesterday about him being potentially developed into a left wing back, I guess Glasner still wants Mitchell to have more minutes to build up his fitness, but it would have been good to see him play there, of course, if you want to develop there.
Was it Uma who played there when we went to, was it Marbella Palace went to in the break when after Glasner did a couple of weeks? Didn't he play fullback there or just inside fullback, or was that somebody else?
I can't remember because I think during that time I was away. I'm pretty sure I was away. I don't know where I was. When was this? This was during March, right?
Yeah, Palace.
Yeah, it was.
They went away and played a Norwegian team.
Yeah, I think I was in Dubai. Oh, go on. Oh, go on. Are you?
Yeah,
oh my God.
And he puts it in at the second attempt.
We'll take that. 5-2. 5-2, Nick. The prediction of 5-2.
Yeah, why didn't I put a bet on 5-3?
That was a
very sportingly. Very sportingly, Ayu's gone up to the keeper there and kind of apologised because the keeper made a brilliant save from his initial effort, and it just came back to him.
Yeah,
so
it's like a typical FIFA goal. That's how I'd like to word it. That goal, it literally keeper saves it and he lands back on Ayu's feet and he slots it in. But it was a very good save, first save from the goalie, and Ayu should have done better to score that on that one.
Yeah, you said a typical FIFA goal. Henry mentioned earlier about sweaty or something, so that kind of matches up there, doesn't it? Because most of the goals are sweaty goals.
I would say that's a sweaty goal, but yeah, I would say that's a jammy goal more than a sweaty goal. But
do you remember the days when I used to cry when he scored? Because it was so rare. When I used to cry when he scored.
Oh my days! Remember Wolves away from home? He cried. He literally cried when he scored. That's how long it was.
He scored against Grimsby in the cup third round as well, didn't he?
But he didn't cry for that. He cried against Wolves. I remember that. I think that was when he was in a drought and he just ended up finally scoring a goal. So he started crying.
That Grimsby game was my first recollection of live VAR when the Grimsby player got sent off in like the second minute. Nobody knew what was going on because he didn't have all that VAR nonsense on the screen, did you? So it just, nothing happened for about 4 minutes, and then the poor Grimsby player got sent off. And then we only scraped that 1-0 as well, didn't we, with that Ayu goal?
Yeah, we
did.
He did try it. That was under, was that under Vieira or Hodgson?
I think it might have been Vieira. We're going back 4 or 5 years, maybe.
And that's Hodgson. I think it was a Hodgson game. I remember it was a Hodgson game. I'm pretty sure we done a match reaction talking about it not being good enough. That Grimsby a lot of cup games, anyways.
They were down, didn't they?
Yeah. But saying that, Nick, I mean, the goal that we just scored, the 5th goal, yes, we're talking about Ayu, the ball landing back to Ayu after missing 1-on-1. It was a press. It was a press again to get into that position. That's been the key highlight from this game. The fitness levels haven't really dropped. I know there's some new players out on the pitch, but Mitchell's still playing, Kamada's still playing, and that ball from the final climb, Mitchell, I don't know why we gave it away. But yeah, it was under Hodgson, as Henry's saying. I mean, yeah, that it was the press has been very impressive so far. And Raksak is still on the pitch as well, which is good to see. Let's see if we can get another goal. Palace are now attacking. Will, who's down the right-hand side. Ball into the box. Oh, Palace still have it. Shot. Blocked.
Nice little turning shot there.
Yeah. It was a nice ball into the box, though. Who was it from? Kleiny? No, is that Kleiny? No, that's not Kleiny. Nice ball in the box. And, I think Mitchell took the second shot, and it goes out for a throw-in. Mark Wright is coming on. Who's Mark Wright? Schlupp out in? No, that's good. Schlupp was on the floor, but he's getting back up. Raksaki isn't on. No, he isn't on. That was Ume. Sorry, that was Ume. Which was good to see. He's playing down the right-hand side, so that's a positive, I guess. There was a question asking whether we can play as like a number 10 option. So he's playing there right now, but let's see if we develop into that wing-back option as well. Oh, Kamada, what a ball. What a ball into the box. Ooh.
Oh, ball nearly gets onto it.
Yeah. Very close. Palace, look at this press. Look at the press. Everyone just like running after the ball. Running after the ball.
Oh,
lovely.
Come on, with it now.
Kamada, lovely. Go on, ball in the box. Nice ball in the box. Oh, so close.
This is like comedy now, isn't it? The ball's pinging around like a pinball.
That is funny. Just like all over the place. Everyone just running after the ball. It feels like a playground game. It's like a bunch of kids just running after the ball. But a nice ball though from Kamada. Crawley couldn't clear it, and it nearly landed on Joe Wall's feet. Nearly did. But yeah, it's still solid. We're still going for it. We're not stopping, which is good to see. That's the standards that we want from Glasner. And let's see if we can score another goal. Still showing the replay. I don't know why they are. It's done. The moment's done. Go over it. Let's see what's actually happening in the game. Is this a replay or have they just... Okay, that was like one of the longest replays I've seen.
Right. What's going on? Where's the ball?
Oh,
it's all great camera work, man.
What's going on? Where's the ball? We're just literally staring at the goalie. We just had like a replay for the last... That lasted like a minute, and then it goes back on live feed, and then we're just literally staring at the goalie, and the ball's not with him, and the cameraman's literally falling asleep.
Have you heard of those kind of like AI cameras that some real sort of like seventh tier?
I know what you're talking about. It seems like that. Nice press. Let's see if we can win it here. Oh, is it a foul? No. Refs didn't play on. That's good. Oh, Crawley. Credit to them. They played it out, and they're attacking down the left-hand side. Who wins that? Crawley player wins that ball. In the box now. Trying to get in the box. He's cut into the box. Cut him off, Alice. Nice. Kamada's there. Kamada's there with the tackle. Nice challenge.
I almost want him to score just for this 5-3. No, but anyway, these AI cameras, they track the ball, don't they? And lower tier teams use them to film matches and then put them out as live streams or whatever. But apparently there was one league game where the AI camera, they watched the game afterwards, and the camera for the whole game was tracking the linesman because he was bald, and the AI thought it was a ball.
Oh, we lose the ball. We lose the ball in a dangerous position. At the edge of the box now, 1-2. Crawley. Oh, nice challenge. Oh, no. Didn't make that. It is 5-3. It is 5-3. We lost the ball in our own
That was shocking defending.
Let's watch this again. 5-3 now. For those of you wanting a goal, I think it was a Joe Ward that lost the ball, and then
Holding just standing there looking like a donut, a tall donut like that. But he just
I think that was not holding. I think that was Joe Wood actually that was standing there. 5-3. Crawley score another goal, and that is from a Palace mistake, which could have been avoided, unlike the second goal, Nick. And we literally just nearly gave away the ball again. Come on. Don't fall asleep. Don't fall asleep now, Palace. But yeah, defensive mistakes. I guess that's the high risk, high reward. Playing out from the back, but that could have been avoided. Especially we didn't really track the Crawley player, and he literally just had to slow it in. That was the most pathetic thing about that goal, to be fair. It's the goal scorer wasn't tracked in the box. So yeah. I mean, Nick, your prediction so far is coming along.
If I said it would be 5-3 on 72 minutes,
you'll probably become like, yeah, a rich man, a very rich man. 5-3.
Henry's just asked if I'm a sidekick. No, but when I buy a t-shirt, I'm a medium.
This guy. Let me move on to the question. Adam was saying, we love him. Is it time for Ward to either move on or take a coaching role or something? He's a depth.
Give me testimonial. Tell him to go to Portsmouth at the end of his career.
It's I wouldn't say it's time to move on, but I also don't think Ward will be playing significant minutes in our upcoming season, and that goes with Klein as well. There's people talking about Klein and Ward being the centre back options. Yes, they have played it last year, but with Riyadh coming in and if Holding stays fit, I think we'll go with the normal Gahey, Anderson, Richards, Holding, and Riyadh. So I don't see both Klein or Wardy playing at centre back. Either also Lerma as well. I think Lerma's out of the equation there as well. So realistically, I don't really see Wardy playing that many minutes, but you can make the argument. I mean, he had a good impact towards the end of the last season. He played a few games under Glasner and he looks solid in centre back. But for me, I think we are reaching that moment with Wardy. But I mean, he's a good squad player to have, and I think he will remain as a squad player. I don't really see him playing that many minutes, Nick. Do you?
No, not really. We all love him to bits, but you know.
Yeah, it's not really. That goes with Nathaniel Klein as well. And I mean, that's not. It's good players to have because I mean we saw them last season in terms of if they're needed. I don't think they'll be needed on this half. I'll be very surprised if they play that many games. Because I mean we are improving in defense as well. Hopefully we have a Mitchell cover that's sorted. Munoz cover is the Munoz cover is the scariest thing for me because I just don't want to go down that pathway of not getting a cover. And I'm not saying this game is the exact reasons, but there are weaknesses there that if we have it in the Premier League game and let's say Munoz is out for, let's say, a decent spell or he's fatigued and we have to change it about and he's struggling, like that, the drop-off in quality is very high. So we have to be careful. We have to be careful with that right wing back position. That left wing back, we are targeting it. There's been players rumored, whether that's from the academy, whether that's Archie Brown that we've been talking about in Palace News. But down the right-hand side, we haven't heard of much. Our best hope right now is Ismail Assar, who can maybe slot in at right wing back. And if that's the case, then it could be decent. But
did we hear about his medical? I know he was having a medical yesterday. Did we find out?
That is a foul on Kamada. Sorry, Nick.
Shove in the back. Did we find out about his medical? Has there been any news?
I think the latest yesterday was like they're sorting out his visa to come and have his medical, but he'll be having his medical sooner rather than later. So yeah. And the game is on Palace TV. You need a subscription to watch the game, but yeah. Oh, just hit my feet. Our whole squad is very slow, to be honest. Would you agree with that comment from Chloe?
Yeah, I was just looking a couple of minutes ago. They were all
hold up, attack from Palace. Nice ball. Oh,
that was a lovely turn to get into a position to cross, but the cross was rubbish.
Yeah, it was. But Tyreek's got now. Oh, go on, take a shot. Oh,
Kamada from outside the box
hits the crossbar. From outside the box. What a shot! From Kamada. Yeah, quickly, Nick. In terms of the squad being slow.
Yeah, they seem to be, and they look like they had the ump as well, especially after that third goal. And there was, I think it was Kamada not quite making the ball. He's him throwing his head back and not being very happy. I'm not sure how much heat is playing into this though. I don't know how hot it is.
Amit saying only being able to tune into the game now. How have we looked overall? As we're approaching the last 10 minutes or so, slowly we're approaching it. There's about 13 left. What have you made of this game so far, Nick? I think you can say it's a game of first and second half now.
Yeah, we've sort of, yeah, definitely. We've pressed really well. The two early goals. They didn't even flatter us, did they? We were all over them, and Crawley have come out second half, actually kind of looking the strong. Oh, mistake there.
Oh, goal!
He's just got a second.
Yeah, no, it went out wide.
It went out wide. He missed it. I thought he'd put that in. How
oh my days! There was a Crawley mistake. You're similar to
Anderson. No, that was worse than Anderson.
Oh my days! It should have been a goal. I can tell some of you have your bets going on from your question you're asking, and you wanted more goals. I'll be honest. That should have been a goal. That was a goal. My
3-5. It's still on, D.
Crawley Town defender literally missed the ball. IU gets it, front of goal, and it goes out wide. I mean, that was special. That was special. That should have been a goal. That should have been 6-3 to Palace. But geez, that is ridiculous. That is actually ridiculous. I don't know how that didn't go in. But if you're enjoying the stream, people, hit the like button, subscribe as well. We'll try and get the and also most importantly, we'll be back for the live match reaction in literally as the game ends, about half an hour after full time as well, with new panelists there as well. So make sure to check that out, where we'll talk about the game in a bit more detail. But that is, yeah, unfortunately saying that might be worse than Anderson stinker, Nick.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. It's hilarious, isn't it?
Oh, Crawley now attack. Oh my God, they're through again. Oh my. Oh.
A nice bit of skill there, but
he done us. That should have been a goal. Who was that in defense? Is that Nathaniel Klein? That's Kleiny. Oh my days. He was literally, I don't know what he's doing. You know that Irish tap dance?
River dance.
I don't know. Well, yeah, river dance. That's what he's doing, Nathaniel Klein. Left, right. And
yeah,
he's done him. And what was that?
That's marching. Left, right.
But it was a march. He's moving his feet left, right. What's wrong with you? You don't have to march left, right. You can move your feet left, right as well.
I do marching. You can't march right unless you've only got one leg.
Anyway, long story short, what happened was he done Nathaniel Klein and he should have slotted that in. It was nice. It was nice from Crawley Town, and they should have had another goal. It should have been 5. Feels wild saying that 5-4. But then again, we should have scored as well. So both teams missing some decent chances in the last 5 minutes or so. With Palace in attack again. Let's see if we can get ball into the box. Ball edge of the box. Kamada trying to fit way in Uma. Too much on it. And it's a goal kick. Yeah, I mean, Nick, if Crawley scored another goal. But yeah, that gets a bit more interesting. Tom saying too much deadwood from last season, hanging around like a bad smell. I mean, it's a pre-season game, first of all, and second of all, I don't think Klein and Ward will be playing that many games. If you're referring to them anyways, I mean, who's the deadwood that you're upset about? Because you do need 25-man squad as well. You can't just have 25-man starters. So, I mean, with defense, I have no problem with right wing back. Spoke about so many times. That's the only position.
Amit's just said in the chat he doesn't think he's seen Schlupp on his screen. I saw Schlupp about a minute ago be the first Palace player to actually put his foot on the ball and make a pass rather than just kind of, that was a good block, kind of hoofing it. What we've got to remember when watching the game now is we have just we haven't got our first squad out there anyway, first team squad. We've got a lot of fringe players, so it's not going to be The same sort of thing as we saw as when we were ripping teams apart 5-0 at the end of last season.
Yeah. I mean, there are still players missing, and also in the second half, the second half has also been a bit slow in regards to the subs as well. I think the subs have kind of changed the game. So yeah. Naturally. But let's see. There's about 7 minutes left. Let's see if there's any other goals in this game. But for you, any of the subs impressed you? That's come on in the second half.
Well, Ayew got a goal, but he had that ridiculous miss. I turned away. I thought he'd scored.
Yes,
Umer's not done too bad. He's come on. He's managed to get the ball, get a couple of balls in. Kamada, although he's had a shot that hit the bar from just outside the area, he's playing a bit too deep for my liking. I'd like to see Hughes just being a little bit deeper and letting Kamada go forward, because Hughes is a bit more terrier-like, isn't he? Whether this has got anything to do with his injury, I don't know, and just being a bit cautious.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But Kamada stayed on for the 90. Yeah. And Crawley in attack again. Takes a short 20. Oh, he's offside. Okay, that's fine.
And he was offside.
That's fine. Yeah, Kamada stayed on for the 90. That's yeah. I think Mitchell's also staying on for the 90. Is he? Where's Mitchell? Who else has actually remained? Klein. Yeah, Klein as well. So there's been a few players that's been staying on. So yeah, I mean, I guess those players need the minutes the most in terms of getting the fitness up, and then they'll get minutes in the tour as well. There's a Crawley player down now.
That last Crawley chance, D. Yeah. That last Crawley chance, the way they went past Ward looked like a B-Tech League 2 player then. It was just so slow. And that is worrying when you're thinking, oh, well, what if we have got injuries and he has to slot in there and we are playing Man City and you've got Grealish or Foden or whoever running at him.
But we kind of answered that. He won't be there. He shouldn't be there, because we should have two defenders as backup options to what we have right now. So it will be, I mean, if we end up in that situation, then you're talking about two changes out of the back three. Which, I mean,
yeah, you're saying that, but look at last season. Virtually the same thing happened.
But then I guess we didn't have enough defenders. Well, Tompkins was technically there, but he wasn't even considered an option, and that's why Lerma played, because Tompkins, he just didn't have the legs. But now bringing in Riyadh, we should be able to, we should be able to sort out that depth option in terms of bringing that quality. So yeah, I mean, let's see anyway. Let's see. I'll be very surprised if we would play at centre back next season. We've been linked with another centre half, so let's see. Will Hughes. Oh, ball to Schlupp. Come on!
I told you he was rubbish.
6-3. Jeffrey Schlupp. Lovely finish. That's what you want. Composure in front of goal.
I'm just going to go and rip my betting slip up, D.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yep, your 5-3 betting is gone. But lovely from Palace. Jordan Ayew flicks it to Will Hughes. And Will Hughes, a very nice ball to Jeffrey Schlupp, who slots it in. Fantastic finish. And it is 6-3. 9 goals. Are you not impressed? How many goals do you want to see? Needed 10 goals in the game. It's 6-3 to Palace, with Schlupp scoring in the 86th minute. Nice finish. Kamada's actually coming off from Malcolm Ebuwe. I believe that's Ebuwe. And Ebuwe, I mean, he's getting barely any minutes. It's kind of, I wouldn't say embarrassing. What's the right word to use for him to kind of come on in pre-season game for 3 minutes, right, Nick? I don't think he really has a feeling.
Maybe something was up. Oh, no. I don't know. Maybe something was up with Kamada. Who did they come on for? Did you say came on for a
Kamada. Ebuwe.
Kamada. Sorry, I thought you said Kamada.
Now I'm talking about Ebuwe more than
Kamada
coming off. When Kamada coming off, it makes sense. It's not the end of the world. He's played pretty much nearly 90 minutes. But Ibue
Yeah.
barely got any opportunities. Like, what do you see with his future? Hold up. Crawley attacking down the right-hand side. Palace are there to swarm him. In fact, that is a foul. That is a foul. And that's a
maybe he needs the appearance fee.
maybe you need a appearance fee. Do you still get appearance fee for preseason games?
I
Maybe
don't
you do.
know.
But how do you see his future though? Ibue, all jokes aside, he barely got any opportunities in this preseason game and last preseason game. I mean, he's kind of been out of the equation. He's not really.
Yeah,
You don't really get a sense that.
To be honest, I haven't really seen enough of him, and I haven't really heard enough about him, other than that he went to Hull for a bit, and he didn't shake any trees there, really, did he? But I've also heard lots of good things about him. But what I've seen, very little, doesn't correlate with what I've heard.
Exactly, he hasn't. And Ume hasn't been at wing back in this game. He's been playing down the right-hand side as more of a number 10. He's had a few decent spells. I think the only thing is his final delivery into the box, maybe it could have been a bit better. But apart from that, he's looked very good in terms of being his player. And, look, he's on the ball again. Down the right-hand side, gives the ball to... no, that's him now. Ume's got the ball now, gives the ball to Mitchell. Mitchell in the box, and there's a corner. There's a corner. But yeah, he's looked decent down the right-hand side, being his player. I don't know about you, Nick, what you made of Ume's appearance off the bench.
Yeah, like you said, the crosses have been a little bit overhit, but he's had a few nice step overs. He showed a little bit of skill. He's got in the right position to put the cross in. It's just the cross hasn't been as good as the getting there.
Let's see if we can score from a corner. Ibue, I believe, is taking the corner. Talking about him just about a few minutes ago. Lack of opportunities. Ball into the box. Not great ball. Crawley player heads it out. Will Hughes plays it to Jeffrey Schlupp at the edge of the box. Takes the shot. Doesn't end up anywhere. And he wins the ball back. No, it's a foul. It's a foul. It's a foul. And that's a 90th minute. Let's see how many more added time is there. If any.
Yeah,
if any. It is gonna. Oh, that's it. That's it for our second official preseason game against Crawley. Palace end up winning 6-3. What a game. Nick, your quick thoughts?
It was a good run out. We had some nice touches. It was almost worth watching just to see Anderson comedically stand on the ball like that. A little bit worrying towards the end when they were pressing us. We didn't seem to be able to deal with it. It showed us that some of our older players, well, I don't think Ward or Klein cut the mustard today, but it's good to see that now rather than earlier on. And we've got to remember that we've got Mateta to come back, Gay, if he's still with us, Henderson and Eza. And it's a different prospect. Will Hughes has shown that if we've got a player out in the middle of the pitch, not necessarily a first pick starter, but I'm not worried about him going in there if he has to. And I think he's really shown that well today. He's had a good game. And I'm glad he got that assist at the end.
Yeah, he has. And,
he's probably my player of the match, to be honest.
Who?
Palace. Yeah. Because he's been on the whole game, but he's been directing his yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad shout. Let us know who your man of the match was in the chat as well. But also Kamada. He looked solid today, played about 86, 87 minutes. And it seems like he's growing more and more in confidence as the games go on. Like the player that we're going to see from him. Of course, he had that assist as well. Overall, very good game from Kamada.
I missed out Walton and Munoz too. So that's 6-7 players. Lerma, that are first teamers that we didn't even have today. So and we still scored 6 goals.
Yeah. By the way, people, after we end the stream, don't go anywhere. You will be redirected straight away to the live match reaction. YouTube will do that for you, so you don't have to leave the stream right now. well, we'll be on with Patrick, T, AJ, and myself talking about that game and the performances in a bit more details. Thank you to Nick, and thank you to every single one of you that's tuned in for this. If you have enjoyed it,
when's the next one? Is it Wednesday night or Tuesday night?
I need to check.
Wednesday morning.
1 a.m. on Wednesday, so Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, I think, or actually Thursday morning, Wednesday night. So yeah, we'll be back here for the watch along in the American tour covering those games. So it was good. It was good seeing Palace win. It was good doing a watch along. Hopefully you've all enjoyed it. And yeah, until literally half an hour, less than half an hour. Up the Palace, stay on the stream. You'll be redirected, and we'll start the conversation in the live match reaction. Up the Palace. Take care.